While many of us simply measure a team's success by the scoreboards and the standings, we can't forget that these clubs are also businesses. Professional sports is only becoming more and more lucrative for franchise owners, thanks primarily to the explosion of digital media over the past decade. Today we'll review the top 10 richest sports teams in the world. It's been a few down years for the proud 49ers franchise, with some fans even selling their private seats at half the cost that they paid for them. But the Niners continue to be amongst the most valuable clubs in the NFL, a claim that was only strengthened by the recent construction of Levi Stadium in nearby Santa Clara. In its first 3 years of existence, the new stadium hosted more non-NFL events than any other stadium, including WrestleMania, an NHL outdoor game, the Pac-12 championship game, and a few notable concerts. Throw in the extra money that seat licenses and corporate suites in a new stadium generate, and the 49ers' financial future continues to look very bright. Things weren't always this rosy for the New York Giants. Founded by bookmaker Tim Mara in 1925, the team lost $50,000 in its inaugural campaign, and ownership of the G-Men was transferred to Mara's sons after the stock market crash in 1929 to protect the team from creditors. Since then, however, the massive New York market has always given the Giants tremendous fan support. Splitting a home stadium with the New York Jets enabled the Giants to save a lot of money, and building that stadium in New Jersey led to millions of dollars in tax savings. New York's brand has been enhanced by a pair of Super Bowl wins over the Patriots in the last 10 years. However, the Giants bottomed out in 2017 with a disastrous 3-13 campaign. There is no greater royalty in the NBA than the Lakers, the second winningest franchise in association history with 16 titles. Even in 2015, when LA floundered to its worst record in franchise history, fans still came out to the Staples Center to support the purple and gold. The Lakers have a huge local media rights deal with Time Warner, which helped them post a net income of $115 million in 2015, nearly $25 million more than any other team in the league. If the Lakers can manage to refine their game over the next couple years and ascend back into contention for the NBA title, look for the Lakers to be ranked higher on this list in upcoming years. The size of the New York market has always been a goldmine for the Knicks, who haven't made the NBA playoffs since 2013 and have finished below .5 in 13 of the past 16 seasons. Despite the ineptitude on the court, the Knicks franchise continues to grow each season. All teams enjoyed huge benefits when the NBA signed its huge national television deals with ESPN, ABC, and TNT in 2016. But the Knicks also started a lucrative local cable contract with the MSG network and generate the most premium seating revenue in the entire NBA. Robert Kraft rolled the dice on the Patriots in 1994 when he paid what was then the NFL record of $175 million to buy the New England franchise. The Patriots had made the playoffs just 6 times in their first 34 years of existence, and they played in outdated Foxborough Stadium, which incidentally was owned by Kraft. Kraft's gamble paid off big time. The team made the playoffs in its first year of ownership and 3 more times in the next 4 years, including an appearance in Super Bowl 31. A few years later, Bill Belichick and Tom Brady arrived to kick off an historic run of 6 Super Bowl titles and 14 playoff appearances over the last 17 years. Kraft deserves credit for the growth of the franchise as well. Gillette Stadium, which Kraft built in 2002, has been sold out every game since it's opened. The most successful team in La Liga history has also been extremely successful off the field, especially in the last 5 years. In 2013, Real Madrid's value skyrocketed by 76% to over $3.3 billion, and it's continued to grow ever since. Like Barcelona and Manchester United, a large part of Real Madrid's revenue comes from sponsorships, which raised more than $200 million for the Spanish side in 2016. A victory in the 2017 UEFA Championship League only helped raise their profile. Barcelona may have lost out to Real Madrid in the La Liga standings in 2016, but it enjoyed the last laugh over its rival when it came to the year-end balance sheet. Barcelona overtook Real Madrid as the most valuable soccer team in Spain after its total revenue exceeded its projections by $14 million last season. Look for Barcelona to only grow in value in the near future as well. A shirt sponsor deal worth more than $60 million per year with Qatar Airways has recently started. An extension to a Nike deal will be worth at least $168 million more per year. And home stadium Camp Nou will be modernized and expanded by 2021. George Steinbrenner and Company paid just $10 million to purchase the New York Yankees from CBS in 1973. Even when you factor in for inflation, the value of the Bronx Bombers has grown by nearly 7,000% since then. The Yankees easily have the largest revenue stream in Major League Baseball, thanks to the size of the New York City market, their 20% ownership in the YES Network, and the premium seating money they generate at the new Yankee Stadium. They're also the most recognizable brand in MLB, thanks to sustained excellence. From 1995 to 2010, the Yankees won the American League East 11 times, missed the playoffs just once, claimed 7 American League pennants, and won 5 World Series championships. After a bit of a playoff drought, in which they missed the postseason 3 times in 4 years, the Yankees returned to the playoffs in recent years and came within 1 win of the World Series. A 6th-place finish in the Premier League in 2017 did nothing to hurt the value of Manchester United, who overtook Barcelona and Real Madrid for the first time in 12 years. Manchester United became the first soccer team from the United Kingdom to crack the £500 million revenue plateau in 2016, when it generated £513 million and grew those numbers to £581 million last season. Most of United's revenue is generated through sponsorship relationships that take advantage of its global brand as arguably the most popular soccer team in the world. Say what you want about Jerry Jones, but the guy is one heck of a businessman. The 2017 appraisal of the Cowboys valued the NFL franchise at more than $4 billion, nearly 30 times the $150 million price tags that Jones paid for the team in 1989. Much of that growth has been recent. The Cowboys were worth $1.65 billion in 2009, the year that Jones built the $1.2 billion stadium that's known as Jerry's World. The new stadium has practically paid for itself by now, since the Cowboys generated nearly 50% more stadium revenue in the NFL than the second closest team, the Patriots. Merchandise sales also accounts for the Cowboys' escalating franchise value. In 2016, Dallas players accounted for the top 3 jerseys sold in the entire NFL. And thanks to Jones' decision to opt out of a Reebok deal with the NFL in 2002, Jones gets to keep a lot of that merchandise revenue to himself. It doesn't seem to matter that the Cowboys haven't won a Super Bowl since 1996, or that they have been just 1-9 in recent playoff years. For more insights on sports and sports betting, visit us at gamblingsites.org.